Hey guys, back with another video, and today it's a brief video on little change in the eating pattern for diabetics, especially. Okay, we've seen a lot of diabetics in our families, in our friends, in our circles, even with ourselves, where we go to maybe a doctor, a physician, and we ask for recommendations, and what we get is, of course, a series of pills, tonics, and what we get is a series of deprived things which you don't have to take from now on. Okay, and it really is depressing, because if you deprive someone of something which actually they love, and you ask them not to have it for their entire lives, it's bound to make them frustrated. It's bound to make them be rebellious and not do shit, because what's the point if I have a disease because I was not aware of something, and as a professional it is my job to make you aware, but I don't, then I'm not doing my job well. A second, I am depriving you of your right to happiness, which me as a nutrition coach is always against of, because nutrition is never deprivation. Nutrition is always a path to making you happy. You reach your goals, but in the process you are happy. Never forget that. So a small tweak for all the diabetics and all those who want to help diabetics and probably themselves, because it's good for everyone. If you are pre-diabetic, if you are not diabetic, even that will help you, because constant insulin spikes will really wreak havoc on you. Okay. First things first, protein. When you get up in the morning, you are famished, and what most people eat, most people take a cookie, most people take a donut, most people take, in my country, people have cookies or toasts. Those are dry carbs. In countries like USA and Europe, they have donuts, they have other things, which is again a form of a simple dry carbohydrate, which will lead you to have a spike in insulin in the morning without giving you nutrients. So your digestion is very fast and your insulin spikes. And what happens is, if you do it years on continuously, you're bound to be diabetic. So what do? Start with a protein source, or start with a fiber source, or start with a water-based source. Now, protein sources, as we all know, if you are a non-vegetarian, you can have boiled eggs to start. If you are really not in the mood, no one is in the morning, people want to have something good with their coffee or tea. Have one boiled egg and then have your coffee or tea. Start with that. If you are not in the mood, have a multigrain. You prepare a multigrain roti at home. Okay, don't take what the brands commit to you, because they don't. Okay, so the multigrain cookies out there have a lot of flour, wheat flour, which is a dry carb. Again, don't do it. Have a multigrain pancake or roti prepared. You can mix it up with some amount of desi ghee or butter, because that will slow down your digestion. It will keep you full for long. The property of fiber, water, and protein is to keep you full for long. If you can't have protein, can't have fiber, always have a water-based source. Can you start with a soup before your meals? I'm not restricting you to have only soups in the morning. When you get up, you can have an apple. It has fiber. Or you can have a boiled egg, as I mentioned. If you're a vegetarian, you can have meals prepared of soya. You can have multigrain rotis. You can have gram flour. You can have sattu, right? So those are very good for vegetarians. Before every meal, you start off every meal with a protein source, a fiber source, or a water source. Maybe you start with a soup every day in your lunch and dinner. Maybe you start with a chunk of vegetables, sauteed vegetables, whichever your favorite is. Okay, you can have broccoli, you can have zucchini, you can have spinach, anything. What these will do is they will not allow your insulin to spike like it does with a simple carb. A simple carb like a dry carbohydrate, like a cookie or a white bread or biscuits and donuts and whatever. Once you're done with the portion of protein, fiber, and water, have your favorite food. Have your bread, have your cookies, have your pasta, have your whatever you want to have. Okay? Start with this small change and you will see a drastic difference in how you look and feel. And apart from that, what your blood sugar numbers are beyond a certain point when you follow this small change of plan. Okay? So guys, if you have any questions, please hit me up. One small thing, I am not a medical professional, I am a strength and nutrition coach. So I won't give you any detailed prescriptions of drugs of these for these diseases, but I can only recommend the eating pattern, because the eating pattern and how it affects the body. If you want a detailed answer, I will also document it somewhere and I will let you know. But I will try and help you with small changes you can incorporate in your lives, and you can then see how it looks and feels, and your way beyond that. You can let me know after eating in such a pattern how you feel, what your blood sugar numbers are, and I'll be readily happy to help. Thanks.